Lewis Poochie Van Potch here, arguably the UK's favourite journeyman. Subscribe to Sport and Icons.
Right, everyone, I've got Britain's favourite journeyman here, Lewis Van Potch. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. How are you?
Fantastic, fantastic. So, you're a journeyman by trade and also a barber, I believe, yeah?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Cut hair in the daytime and punch stuff in the evenings and on the weekends. Mainly getting punched, though.
It's the British way, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it, mate.
Fantastic. So, what was it that got you into boxing then?
I've always been into sports. I sort of always had one eye on boxing, but I always sort of liked it, but was never really allowed to do it. I had when I was a real young baby, I had an epileptic fit, and my parents always put me away from boxing. But then I was playing rugby and stuff, so nothing really happened after that. And then I was about 13, 14 maybe. I went to watch a friend of mine in the ABA finals. I just liked the atmosphere, so I thought, tell you what, I'm going down to the gym on Monday. I'm going to give this a go. So that's what I did, and then hooked. Then ever since.
So do you actually set out to be a journeyman then?
No. I sort of turned pro like most people do. To be fair, they turn pro wanting to be something or a bit of a champion or whatever.
Yeah.
But obviously you don't understand how the professional game works in terms of like selling tickets, all that sort of stress. So like what I say is like there's only a few ways to make money in boxing. Like you've either got to be exceptionally good and sign with a big promoter and like destined for big things. Sell a lot of tickets on ticket deals, so you get a lot of money from the revenue, or fight every week. So that's why I chose the latter. You sort of know your level. You sort of learn your level, and then sort of realise. So I lost to a journeyman in my second fight. I wasn't really at the races that day anyway, but regardless, I still lost. So I sort of knew my level, and went from there.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I heard that journeymen can actually like are these kind of guys because they have to go through like training camp and they're only fighting like 3-4 times a year, whereas you could fight every week as long as you don't get stopped.
Yeah, as long as that's the main thing. Is don't get stopped, don't get injured. You can fight every week. Yeah, so that's literally it. But it's a tough way to earn a living, like because obviously like there's sort of a certain level of seriousness you have to take it, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not going anywhere as a boxer. I'm not going to be a world champion, a world beater. I'm not going to be mega famous. So I still like I live a normal mid-20s lifestyle as well, as well as being I'm putting inverted commas here, a professional athlete. So just find that balance, life balance on it.
I think because you've had 92 fights.
Yeah.
And now, as I've heard, because we just touched on it there, that if you get stopped, then that pretty much postpones your potential earning for the next 2-3 months.
Yeah. It's a 28 to 45 day suspension. Not generally about 28 days, but that becomes 5 weeks because you can't fight until the 28th day, which will obviously fall into a weekend when the fights will be. So you have to wait another week. So you get 28 days suspension, which obviously prevents you from fighting and earning.
Yeah, because it's like a bit of a stigma. It's like people see journeyman as not very good, but it's not that you guys aren't very good. It's that you guys are there to do a job to make your opponent look good, to help them for the future.
Yeah. There's a friend of mine's doing a little documentary at the moment it's called the Journeyman. And the keynote in there he's sort of playing on is during the interview I said you can't be a good journeyman if you're not a good boxer.
Yeah.
So like it's all ring craft. Like you got to be able to ride punches, take punches. You got to be able to see punches coming, get out of the way, give it back, and know when to put your foot on the gas and know when to sort of let them use their flurries and all that sort of stuff. Because at the end of the day, I'm there to make them look good, but make it hard for them at the same time.
Yeah, of course.
It's really hard to describe it to people. Like people like yourself who know boxing will get it, but like I said, when I'm in the barbershop, like I just get people. I go, yeah, I lose fights. Like, that's my job. I lose fights. And they go, oh, right. And then they look at me in the mirror and they go, oh, so it's like Mafia and Gangsters betting on it, is it? And I was like, no, you've watched Snatch too many times, mate.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I mean, because I've heard of some journeymen after the fight, they've been sat in the dressing room virtually in tears because they accidentally knocked the opponent out because they know that that promoter or manager isn't going to hire them again.
Yeah. It's a funny one, though, because you got to get a result every now and then to keep the British Boxing Board of Control happy.
Right.
Like, you got to get, like, even if you just get a draw, nick a round or two, like, they're happy with that. But, like, in terms of the promoters, a few of them are sound. If you beat their lad, you beat their lad. It's simple as that. They're probably not that good anyway if they lose to journeyman.
Right.
But I'll give you an example. So, like, well, almost a year to the day, I think. I boxed a lad in Leicester. Took the fight on a couple of days' notice. Sort of turned up there and I saw him when he was weighed in. I was like, he's not a big lad, he's not big. And then I sort of looked at his box rec, because I don't do a lot of research anyway before. So I was at the weigh-in and I looked at his box rec. He was a welterweight. I thought, why is he getting him with me? I'm not like a fully fledged middleweight, really. And I've been campaigning at super middle and light heavyweight, really. So I was like, why is he getting him with me? So then sort of done a little bit of digging. There was like, he's been out for like 3 years. He's sort of come back. He's just using it as like a warm-up fight. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll see what he's got. He came out swinging, hit me with everything he could in the first round. He basically blew himself out in the first round. So I'm just stood there laughing at him. Like, mate, you've just entered the gas tank in the first round against a middleweight. He's a lot bigger than you. It can hurt you. So that's what I started doing. I started letting my punches go and hitting him, hurting him. Ended up beating him on points in the end. Fair play to him. He was pretty tough. And then, that promoter and that manager, the lad that puts the show as that matchmaker, he hasn't even so much as like entertained a conversation with us since.
Yeah.
So it's a real funny one. It's a real fine line.
That's the thing, because what you don't want to be in that kind of situation is see that guy, he's got literally nothing left, and then take a dive, because it could be obvious that you've taken a dive.
Yeah. Like sometimes, like now and then, you are a little bit out from your depth. Like some of these lads that are coming through are quite good.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've trained for 8 weeks, whatever they're training for, and they're priming themselves ready for that one Pacific night. And I've taken a fight on a week's notice just to, obviously, because that's what I do. But yeah, now and then, like you come up against lads which are alright, but they're probably not going to do anything in the game. But yeah, it's just one of them, really. It's just one of them. You separate those ones by, you can sort of read them in the first round. You can see if they're not that great.
Yeah.
Sort of let them have it a little bit and to see how they take it. If they can take a punch, or if you see that they're sort of a little bit rabbit in the headlights when you whack them one, that's when you sort of know when they might be good, they might not.
Well, yeah. It was maybe 2 months ago, I think, and we spoke, and you said that one of the best opponents that you've ever been in with was Zach Parker.
Zach Parker, yeah. And
how did you see his fight this past weekend against Darryl Williams? Did you watch it?
I didn't actually see it. I was away this weekend. I went. I spent the weekend back in the Forest of Dean, where I'm from.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to see any boxing because I was busy playing football, etc. But yeah, that was a tough fight to call. That was the way I saw it before the fight was if Zach can utilise his boxing skills, because he is a class boxer.
Yeah.
And just hit Darryl with something to respect it, make him respect his power. Zach could have beat him on points. But if Darryl just kept walking him down and getting inside and working inside, which probably what he did by the sounds of it, Darryl was going to win it. And it's a pretty controversial decision, so I'm told. I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, well, it's basically what happened was, obviously this was on the World Boxing Super Series on the undercard in Scotland there.
Yeah.
And Zach, he was kind of like, he was on the back foot for, the first 3 rounds. And you could probably give either of those rounds to either fighter. But Darryl Williams, I mean, you'll be in the ring with him. In fact, he's only one of a couple of people to have actually stopped you, isn't he?
Yeah.
But, I mean, he literally fights like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, literally fights like Mike Tyson.
Yeah. And Zach Parker, he popped his shoulder in round number 3 or round number 4, so he was fighting him with one arm for the rest of the fight. And there was no way that he was beating Darryl Williams. There was no way in hell. But the judges gave it to Zach.
Right.
So
because Zach's one of these. I take pride in the fact that technically I went the distance with him, but I was only stopped on a cut with Zach. But I did box him his debut, so I got obviously can't take too much from that. But he just picked me apart. I just couldn't get near him. He just absolutely picked me apart. His punch perfect, his footwork, his range, everything was snappy. I just stood there like, what have I got to do to try and get to this lad? I was like, 4th round, here we go, let's get through this one. And then cut opened up again, so Terry O'Connor stopped the fight on the cut in the end. But Darryl Williams, I actually had a bit of a. I don't know if you heard, but I actually retired twice as a boxer, and that was my comeback for my first retirement.
That's not a good comeback one, is it?
No, so I sort of took the fight. So I got a fight for you on Saturday, Darryl Williams. I think at the time we only stopped 1 or 2 lads. So I was like, okay, yeah, go on then. It was my first fight at super middleweight, and I was carrying a bit of a back injury going into the fight, and it was like American. I played American football as well. I used to anyway, and it was an injury from then, and so it flared up, and it felt alright going into the fight. First round, it popped again. I was like, oh Christ, here we go. And then Darryl, he's just relentless, just wouldn't leave me alone. Just kept coming in, working inside, caught me with a couple of shots. I stepped off the ropes, ping, right hand over the top, down I go. Kieran McCann, the referee, is a good friend of mine as well. I sort of took a knee, I got up, I was fine. And he just said to me, I don't think it's worth it, mate. He went 7, 8, don't think it's worth it. Yeah, and I went, you're cool, kid. He just went, wave off, save you another day. I was like, yeah, Sam. That was not me quitting, by the way. That was the referee making his good judgment call.
Yeah,
he probably did me a favour in the end.
Well, yeah, that's it. Because Darryl Williams is definitely an animal. He really
Absolute monster.
He is. But I mean, I'm sticking with super middleweight because obviously that's your division. So I mean, was you pleased to see the World Boxing Super Series for the first season for super middleweight?
Yeah.
With Callum Smith, how do you rate him?
I think he's absolutely mustard. Callum Smith. I thought even since his first few fights, I thought this kid's got it all really. He's patient. He picks his shots well. He places his body, especially his body punches well. Yeah, I can see he's always had it. And even his brothers have said he was the best one out of the bunch.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's absolutely class.
Yeah, I heard that he could be headlining Anfield about March time. Potential against Triple G.
Yeah, that's a huge fight. I'd love to go to that, or at least put on the undercard.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be banging.
Well,
I've boxed all over the country. I have, right? I've boxed all over the country at some good arenas like MEN Arena, Copper Box, O2, the Metro in Newcastle, etc.
Yeah.
But like, I've never got on a stadium fight, and I've always wanted to get on a stadium fight, even just a 4-rounder, opening the card, just be in the stadium, fight in the ring, and be access all areas after that. That's one of my dreams. That is.
Well, send Eddie Hearn an email. Maybe we can get you on there, right?
Yeah, I've chatted to him a couple of times on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah. So he's like, he must have read them at some point. So they must be in the back of his head, but he doesn't do the matching for those sort of fights. He used to be a friend of ours called Neil Bowers, but I don't think he's doing it anymore.
Oh, okay.
So I have to figure out who's doing it for Matchroom now.
Yeah, it's I think it's Anthony. I forgot his last name now. Anthony somebody. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, rings a bell. Andy something.
Yeah, because you've only got 8 fights left, or allegedly.
No, I was going to knock it on the head around 100, but I've got a lot of Wednesdays and stag do's next year, so I'm going to have to fund them somehow. So I'm going to go for another 2 years. I'm 28 now. I'll be 30. I'll hang about when I'm 30. Nice round number.
Yeah. So are you not going to go for a British record?
Nah. I could do, but then that's another What am I on now? 90 odd. That's something like 8 years at least I have to do that for.
Oh yeah,
I don't fancy that. I don't fancy going for another trying to beat Christian or Peter Buckley. I don't fancy that.
So for your 100th fight, wouldn't you fancy taking on like a fellow journeyman?
Yeah, like it all just depends. I've had a lot of people ask me this, even people that have no clue about boxing, but they've been asking, when are you going to do your 100th? Are you going to have it locally, etc.? Are you going to come and watch? Because to be fair to people, I don't take a lot of people. I sort of downplay my boxing a little bit. But to be fair to people, they've sort of got onto me and said, when you get your 100th fight, we'll make it a night of it. We'll get a bus going, we'll have people coming up, we'll make a bit of noise, because I come from a football background, so all the lads come and do like the football chants and stuff when I do sell tickets and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it all just depends when the fight, when my 100th is scheduled, if there's any local shows around my area, and if I can sell the tickets really. So it just depends. It all just depends. It's all a bit up in the air at the moment. Because all it takes is one little cut. That puts me back a month anyway, doesn't it?
That's true. That is very true.
If all goes to plan, I could be on 100 by like end of January, middle of February. But again, like I said, one little injury, and that's put me back to March at least already, isn't it? So I'm not making any plans yet. I'm just literally just playing it by ear.
You said to me once that you like to fight in America, but they're a little bit skeptical about, as you call it, hellacious loss records.
Yeah. The journeymen over there are useless. They're awful. I just can't get my head around how they don't like see us journeymen over here.
Yeah.
And invite us over there. I don't get it. Like the main states, like obviously every boxer wants to fight in Vegas or like California or something. But those athletic commissions, they're like, too many losses on your record, blah 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 blah. Can't let you fight. Won't give you a license to fight over there. But I'm hoping with Eddie Hearn going over there and stuff, and mixing with the athletic commissions, I think.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that maybe he sort of tells them differently and tells them how much better the journeymen are in the UK compared to the United States. Because I've seen some of their journeymen; they're absolutely awful. I can't get my head around how they let these people fight.
Well, so are some of their champions. Not saying any names, Wilder, but
Bump squad.
That's the one. So, we should be hearing about a official match soon between Chris Eubank Jr. and James DeGale. You heard anything about this?
Yeah, I've heard it through the grapevine. I think it's December the 8th, I think the provisional date, but I'm not too sure.
Who do you fancy?
I think DeGale wins that personally, because his punching power is really underrated. Because a few people that he sparred with have told me that told me and my coach Richard Farnan that DeGale seriously works. And he's a big lad. I saw him at I've only met him a couple of times, but the last one I saw him was at Dean Francis' funeral, and he was absolutely huge. I couldn't believe how big he was. I shook his hand. He had huge hands as well. I was like, you really are a big super middleweight. Doesn't look it on the telly.
Maybe he'll think about moving up to light heavy.
I think DeGale wins that. I think he punches too hard. Something that Eubank doesn't really like, because you can tell with the Groves fight, he got caught a few times, didn't like it.
Yeah.
And obviously Eubank doesn't deal well with good boxing skills, so DeGale for me.
Yeah. And what kind of prospect, should we say, from Britain have you seen that you think, you know what, this guy could be the real deal one day?
We go with the obvious ones, people like Josh Kelly.
Yeah.
People going under the radar at the moment. One of my former opponents, actually, Lerone Richards. He's the real deal. He's pretty good. He's got all the skills. He sort of really downplays himself. I think if he which is good. I think it's a good trait to have if you're he's quite humble anyway. He's quite a quiet lad.
Yeah.
But he's got it all. He's one of them just absolutely took me apart. And again, one of the rare ones to stop me. It was a bit of a soft stoppage, but taking nothing away from Lerone, he just picked me apart. To be fair to him. But yeah, he's a good lad. Who else we got?
We've got Cody Davis. He looks pretty good, I think.
Who's that? Sorry.
Cody Davis. He looks pretty good. The Welshman.
Cody Davis. Yeah. He's alright. He boxed my stablemate actually, Andy Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony Fox it was a right night's work. Thought he'd give him a bit more trouble than the scorecard suggested, but
Right.
yeah, because Anthony Fox, technically he's a journeyman, but he's not a journeyman. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He beat Luke Blackledge a couple of weeks ago.
Did he?
Yeah, he beat him.
Yeah.
He technically he's a journeyman. He's an away fighter, but he doesn't come to do a job. He just comes to win, and he's an absolute monster. To be fair to him, he's an absolute beast.
Oh,
So
fair enough.
he'll get a chance eventually for some sort of title, I imagine.
Oh, that'd be cool. And what chance did you give Rocky Fielding against Canelo?
Tough one, because when it was first announced, I was like, oh, Christ, Canelo, Rocky Fielding. But then, like, before the face-offs, I was going, but he's going to be so much bigger. I have to sort of see the face-offs, sort of see the size difference. Yeah. When I saw the face-offs when they're on the top of the Empire State Building, whatever it's called,
it's huge.
He was so much bigger than him. And, like, he's going to be, like, what's the weight? 168. Yeah. So Canelo probably get in the ring about what 175.
Yeah.
Maybe 180 if he really bulks up. But Field is probably going to get in the ring about 185, 190. I think. So he has to use that size with him.
Yeah.
So it's just one of them. I think if you can catch Canelo with something, but skills pay the bills. Then I think Canelo will get to him eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I agree with you. I'd love Rocky to win, but I think Canelo's going to do bit of a number on him.
Yeah, because he's got all the tools, isn't he, Canelo? He is very good, especially with diva as he is. He's a bit of a pellet in my opinion, but he is very good.
That's it. Now I know that you're quite keen on this Usyk Bellew fight.
Yeah, I'm going actually. I've got myself some tickets.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm fighting tomorrow night in Manchester.
Yeah.
At the Victoria Warehouse.
The tickets available still?
Yeah.
If anybody listening, they can just come down and.
Yeah, I think I'm not too sure when boxes. I don't really actually know. I just sort of get a call saying you're fighting Friday. I'll pick you up this time.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, I'll be tickets on the door. I'm sure. I'm not too sure who's on the card either, but all the local lads from Manchester and all that will be on. So I'm fighting on Friday tomorrow night, and then it's my coach and manager's birthday as well. Richard Farn, his name is. It's his birthday. His birthday was in the week, so I bought him tickets for the fight. So we're going up there and having a bit of a knees up for his birthday on the Saturday. So that should be good fun at the Bellew Usyk fight.
Fantastic. I mean, what fight are you looking forward to on that card, or is it just a main event? Or
the rest of the card hasn't really jumped out at me. I was really looking forward to seeing Cordina against Cardle. Just because I'm a huge fan of Cordina, I used to train with him. When I first turned pro, I trained with Tony Morgan, Lee Selby and stuff.
Okay.
But I used to train. Cordina used to come down from Sheffield now and then. So I made a good friendship with Joe. So I was looking forward to seeing that fight on the big stage. Obviously that fight's gone now. So I guess that React for Sam Hyde, that's a good fight.
Yeah.
That's a good fight. Mainly just I'm really looking forward to. I used to think Bellew was an absolute idiot. I never could stand him. But over the last probably 4 or 5 years, I've really warmed to him.
Yeah.
And I've just seen how much like of a genuine guy he is. So like I'm really rooting for Bellew. I just think the stars are aligned in for him, and I think he's got to make this a dogfight. He's got to get inside, rough Usyk up, to use all the old school tactics. Because technically, it sounds ridiculous, but technically, Usyk's still a pro novice, really.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't know all the tricks of the trade. Like
right.
Little things like working inside, holding, working on the blind side of the referee, putting a fist in the face, all that sort of stuff. All that sort of stuff, like, which like pros use to, like Bellew said he's going to do, break their heart. So
yeah,
I think that's what he's got to do. I think he's got to make it a bit of a dogfight, just try and catch Usyk with something. But saying that, Bellew's boxing skills are extremely underrated because he boxed at a high level as an amateur himself. You know, he boxed for England and at championships and world championships and that before like Teams UB and stuff, or even and WSB or even a thing. So he boxed at that similar level, but obviously he didn't reach the heights that Usyk reached as an amateur. But as we know, professional boxing and amateur boxing are completely different things. So
Yeah.
I think personally that you can do it, and I'm rooting for him.
Same. And hopefully he does actually retire after this. As much as I like watching him fight, I'd like him to go out with his faculties intact, and you know.
Yeah.
And
it's one of them because he's still fully functional in that, obviously, and he's still he's probably the peak of his powers now. Is what he's saying. So it's a funny one. If he walks out with all the belts, good on him. If not, he's got to make another huge payday against whoever.
Exactly, and he was the very first Brit to go into it undisputed on UK soil.
Touch wood. We're rooting for him. We're rooting for him.
Definitely. And what about definitely. And what about December the 22nd? What about Warrington versus Frampton? Do you have much interest in that one?
Yeah. Obviously, because Lee Selby is a good friend of mine. He obviously lost his title to Warrington, so it'd be interesting to see. But Lee was very, very weight drained on that fight. It really took a lot out of him making the weight, and it told in the ring, unfortunately. So it'd be interesting to see what sort of level Warrington is actually at, because Frampton is very, very good as well. So, and he's not going to struggle to make any weight, and he's going to come in really fresh. So, it'd be interesting to see what level Warrington's at, because he's world level.
Yeah.
He's not an established world champion yet, is he? Really, it's his first defence in a big fight. So
I felt bad for Selby because when he lost, I think everything was manoeuvred so he did lose. To be honest, obviously, if he put in a better performance, it wouldn't have happened. But what I mean is that as soon as he lost, Frank Warren just binned him off. I thought it was harsh.
No, I don't think Lee's been sort of in promotional spats here, there, and everywhere. To be honest, he was with Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
He was managing him and promoting him, but then Al Heyman came along, so he's signed with Al Heyman now.
Yeah.
He has been for a long time. Yeah, he's been with Al Heyman for years, but he's sort of he goes on promotional deals, one fight promotional deals with certain promoters. That's why he ends up fighting over here now and then. When he fought that American a few years ago, Hunter, was it?
Maybe.
Can't remember. But anyway, the one that dropped him. I can't remember his name now. But anyway, that was a one fight deal, and then go on from there, etc. And then he went over to America again. And then it was a big promotional deal for the BT. So yeah. Funny one with Lee.
It is.
Sort of does it his own way.
Oh, bless him. And hopefully he gets another opportunity at it at some point.
Yeah.
Hopefully, anyway. And on the same day, Dillian Whyte versus Dereck Chisora. You happy about that fight?
Yeah, it's a good fight. Obviously, I follow a lot of stuff on YouTube. Obviously, yourself and a lot of other people that are doing the same sort of thing. And the discussion has been, all the hardcore boxing fans want to see him in with Ortiz, Dillian Whyte in with Lewis Ortiz.
Yeah.
But the general public want to see the rematch between Chisora. And obviously now with Chisora 2.0 again, coming up from David Hay, that is now more intriguing, because obviously it looks like he's turned a bit of a page in his life and taking boxing a little bit more seriously. So that's why it makes the fight a bit more intriguing. So yeah, I'm happy with that fight.
Yeah, same as. And what about Wilder versus Fury? Who you got?
It's such a tricky fight to call, but what I've said to everyone, in the barbershop especially, and anyone's asked me about this, I'll just say Fury can win. You just got to concentrate. Just don't worry about getting caught up in the moment. Don't worry about showboating. Just focus on what he's doing for 12 rounds, and he can outpoint Wilder, because he's so much more superior boxer than Wilder.
Yeah.
Wilder's going to look for that right hand all night. That's what he's going to look for. He's going to try and clip him with that right hand.
Yeah.
So if Fury can just unsettle him, move him around, keep his hands up, and focus, just concentrate on what's coming back, I think Fury beats him on points.
Do you think inactivity for Fury is going to play a part in this, with the level of opposition that he's fought, to go straight in with a big punch like Wilder?
I don't know, because obviously activity is important, but Fury's been a boxer all his life. He's come from his gypsy lad, so he comes from a fighting family. That's all they know. all they do is box and work. That's literally what they're taught growing up. So obviously it's a bit different on such a big level, but I don't think it's going to be that much of it, because you think he's sort of done back-to-back camps and he sort of stayed active. He's continued to spar, he's continued to train. Obviously that's telling in his weight loss and how sharp he looks and stuff. So I personally don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, because I'd like to say boxing's 90% psychological anyway. If you go into the ring thinking, I've not been like that active, I've only fought Superi and Pianetta, then that could be his undoing. But I don't think he's going to be like that. I think he's going to get himself in the right headspace. You see, I've watched all the build-up, all these Showtime interviews and all that sort of stuff. He looks like he's in a good place. He's talking well, and the Joe Rogan and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So
good luck to him.
To me, it looks like he's in a good place, and I think he's in the right frame of mind. So I think he goes in the right frame of mind and good mental state. I think he can beat Wilder.
Well, hopefully he does.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, have that. And I bring that belt back and give us an undisputed against Joshua, because I feel that's
a huge fight, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing, and I know that Fury says that he doesn't ever see him fighting Joshua, but I think he's more likely to negotiate with Joshua more realistically than what I think Wilder is.
Yeah, it's a real funny one, that Wilder situation, because it's just a bit like AJ and Eddie Hearn say this, Shirley Winkle and Wilder say that. It's all like he says, she says sort of thing. It's
like a soap opera, isn't it?
I'm over it now, as most of the boxing public are. It's
Yeah.
just a bit like you're gonna make the fight. Someone's lying somewhere, but personally, I think it's AJ and Hearn stalling it a little bit, because AJ did an interview the other day saying you can make the fight, just be realistic with your things. So I think Wilder's coming at him with these silly offers, obviously, silly demands. Sorry.
60-40 and that, yeah.
Yeah, and then AJ's saying no, definitely not. You're having this or nothing, and then that's I reckon that's like I've got a vision of them in the matchroom headquarters sitting down. This is your split. That's your split, and they go, no, we want this, and they go, no, fine, they can't do the deal. Get back on the plane. Go back to Alabama. That's what I'm foreseeing.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I mean, I think from a boxing fan's point of view, I mean, I suppose it's very easy for us to say, look, you're both champions, take 50-50, but it just don't work that way, does it?
It doesn't work like that, no. No, because AJ is the draw, and he's making lots more money. But again, why do we care what money they're making? We just want to watch the fight.
That's right. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, definitely. But I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it, that both sets of fans will use it as a way to throw mud at the other one. It's your fight's fault.
Yeah.
It's a US versus UK thing, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah, big time.
And what about Garcia versus Spence? Do you watch welterweights and that too much?
Yeah. I rate Errol Spence hugely. I think he's got it all. He is class. But as is Garcia. But how many fights he had at 147? Has he had any fights at 147?
Well, Garcia, no, none.
No, none. Yeah. And so again, it's a step up. He stepped up. He was like 135 a few fights ago, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, he still is. He's a 135-pound champion, WBC.
So he's going to skip 140 and head straight to 147.
Yeah. Well, I think he's had is it 2, maybe 3 fights at 140. I know he fought Broner at 140, but he looked a bit flabby in it.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just one of them, really. The weight will be the telling factor, the size difference.
Yeah.
But I think Spence wins that.
Yeah. And then what about Pacquiao versus Broner?
I just think Broner, he's so frustrating. I'm a fan of his, right?
Yeah.
As a boxer, because I've always rated I'm a big fan of Floyd Mayweather, obviously.
Yeah.
I just think how Floyd made people miss and etc. And how Broner sort of carried that himself.
Yeah.
And sort of mimicked that style for so long. I became a big fan of his as well. I quite like the outspoken African American lads. I quite like them. I think they're hilarious. So I quite liked watching Broner, but he's become so frustrating his last few fights where just has to throw any punches.
Yeah.
It's like one thing like the journeyman doing that, but it's another thing like a world champion in a make or break fight, just standing and freezing. It's just like, mate, what are you doing? Just do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but I think Pacquiao wins that. I think because he's just going to overwhelm him with speed. Just keep throwing punches at him, and Broner won't know what to do.
I agree. And you mentioned Floyd Mayweather. Did you hear that he was meant to be fighting this Japanese guy, and then he pulled out yesterday, saying that he got railroaded into it?
Oh really? Oh
Yeah.
no, I saw that. I saw like I saw T Street Controversy put something on his Facebook
Right.
saying about he ducked him. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
fights off then. Is it? I haven't seen anything on YouTube or nothing about it. But yeah, that was a weird one. See, even at the press conference, like Floyd looked a little bit uneasy, didn't he? Looked a bit,
Yeah, he did.
He looked a bit didn't look himself.
No, I agree.
So strange one. I didn't really know what it's about. I saw it as like potentially a stepping stone into MMA to then get a McGregor fight. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, according to Floyd's statement late last night, he said that he went over there expecting like a 3-rounder, like an exhibition. So like a not televised or anything like that. It's purely about him just earning a whole crap load of money in front of a very wealthy small audience. But when they got to the press conference, they're saying no, it's a proper fight, and we're deciding on the rules of MMA and everything. He's like, no, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the Japanese guys were going to bring him over there for him to think one thing, and then this kid who's a former, was it 27-0 kickboxer and 4-0 MMA, to just go over there and just kick him straight in the throat and become a superstar overnight.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a beast as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Well,
he's only small though. He can only be about 126 pounds at least.
That's what he fought at last time, 128 pounds.
Yeah. He's a small lad, so it's funny. I didn't really understand it, to be honest. I saw it all advertised, and I was a bit like, "What's going on here? Like, what's Floyd becoming a kickboxer? Like, surely if he's..." I refuse to believe that he's hard up for cash. I refuse to believe that. I think he's earned too much money. He can't be hard on the ground for money. So,
well, I think my idea of being skint, your idea of being skint, is a different idea for him being skint.
Yeah, I know.
Anything less than 50 million, he's panicking.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think he's made enough money. Like he says, he made smart investments. So I don't think he needs the money.
Yeah.
So it's a strange one. I don't know. Maybe he misses the limelight, misses the competition, because some people get like that, don't they?
Yeah. I think that's what it is. All right, then, Lewis. So you're fighting on Friday, and then again next weekend.
Yeah, I did have like a whole load of fights scheduled up into Christmas time, but a few of them have fallen through. So just see how. See if I get a phone call. Really, so that's literally the life of a journeyman. Just sort of try and stay in shape and wait for a phone call. That's literally it. So
fantastic.
We'll see.
All right, buddy. So good luck on Friday, and I'll speak to you around that time anyway, or tomorrow, I should say.
Yeah.
And we'll see how you get on.
All right, mate. Yeah, nice to speak to you.
Are you going to win?
Nah, doubtful. So I'll see how we feel when we get there.
All right, and buddy. So everybody has your Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, Instagram. Poochie_17 POOCHI. I think Twitter's the same. And that's on my social media. Yeah.
And any sponsors?
Any what, sorry?
Any sponsors? Or your barbershop or anything like that?
Yeah, sponsors. I've got the Clubhouse and Sling. They sponsor me. They help me with my medical fees and that. Resurrection Gym Wear, give me some gym wear to wear. And Devonshire Apparel, they do all my printing. And that's all the sponsors I've got. Yeah.
Okay, and your barbershop?
Barbershop's a bit up in the air at the moment. I think I'm moving over to a new place. So I'll see how that goes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, and Lewis, well, thanks very much for speaking to us.
All right, mate. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, thanks for having me on.
No worries.